Hi, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over the pros and cons of living here in San Diego. Let's go ahead and get started. My team and I have people just like you reaching out to us all the time, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking of making the move out here to San Diego in the next few weeks, months, or even in the next year, it's never too early to start your home search. Go ahead and give my team and I a call, send us a text, or shoot us an email. We would love to help make this move out here as easy and stress-free as possible. All right, so first things first, San Diego is such a beautiful city. Might we say America's finest city? That's San Diego's slogan. And anyways, today we're going to be going over the pros and the cons of living here. I've lived out here for going on 9 years now. So from my experience living here, I've come to find out the best and the worst from living out here. So first things first, the most obvious, best thing about living here in San Diego is the weather. It is beautiful. We have a Mediterranean climate, meaning that our temperature only changes about 20 degrees from the winter to even the summertime. So I absolutely love that. You know, we range from our average ranges from 65 to 82 degrees here in San Diego. And I love that that allows us to be outside year round without dealing with harsh, crazy warm summers or dealing with really brutal cold winters and dealing with snow. So love that about San Diego. Can't say that enough. Absolutely love going for walks around our neighborhood a couple times a day and playing pickleball and being at the beach. And our weather allows us to do that year around. So absolutely love that. And yeah, so the temperature doesn't fluctuate much from winter to summer. And then we have 340 degrees of sunshine. We are very grateful and blessed to have so much sun, and that's another reason why I love it here. I would have a really hard time living in anywhere that would be really gloomy or overcast because yeah, it just really affects my mood. So I absolutely love that we have so many sunny days here. Yeah, in the winter, it's a winter day here. It's the middle of November now when I'm filming this video, towards the end of November, and it is 64 degrees outside. You can tell I'm just in like a thin sweater and feel fine. And it's about 3 o'clock. I will say the sun sets around 5 o'clock. And so, yeah, around 4 o'clock, it's going to start getting really, really cold as the sun starts to get further away from us. So that's one thing I've noticed in the winter, that it's a lot colder in the nights and the mornings. But we're still lucky that we have, you know, most of our winter days are around 65, 67. And then even in a couple days, I saw in the forecast that it's going to be 74 degrees. So we can randomly have some beautiful beach days in November, December, January. We've even gone to the beach on Thanksgiving, and it was a gorgeous, sunny, warm day. So you just never know what the temperature is going to bring. But for the most part, it's going to be high 60s, low 70s in the winter, and then you can have the mid 70-degree day. And when that happens, you gotta get to the beach because it doesn't happen as often in the winter and springtime. But I absolutely love the weather here. And then the summer we can have, I live just 2 miles off the coast, so coastal weather. Even at that, we can still have a few days in the summer when it hits 82, 85 degrees a couple times this last summer. So those feel really warm. But again, if you're making it out to the beach, they're definitely doable and make for some of the best beach days because you're very motivated to get in the water and cool off. But definitely for San Diego, our weather is unmatched. If you're enjoying this video, please go ahead and subscribe down below and click the notification button so you'll be notified of all my future uploads. Thanks. Okay, so the next thing that we should talk about is one of the most obvious cons of living here in San Diego is the cost of living. So it comes at no surprise with how desirable it is to live here in San Diego that it's in high demand, and because of that, it's one of the 5th most expensive markets when it comes to cost of living and home prices. So the other 4 above us were 3 of them were California cities as well: LA, San Francisco, San Jose, and then the other city that is more expensive than San Diego is Boston. Anyways, San Diego ranks number 5, and our gas prices right now are around $4.60 to $4.80 per gallon of gas. And so, yeah, I know that runs higher than the national average. Our groceries also run, they say, about 2% higher than the national average. Although if you shop at big box stores such as Walmart or Costco, you're not going to notice this as much since they're such large companies that usually they don't have a price difference for us here in San Diego. And then so our home prices right now are the average cost for a detached home here in San Diego is $1,045,000 for a detached home here in San Diego. And yeah, some other items that are worth noting. We already went over gas, groceries, but our home insurance is very costly. So, I mean, I've even experienced this in over the 8 years that I've lived here. When we first purchased our home, we were paying around $2,000 annually for our home insurance. We are now paying $4,000 annually for our home insurance. And some of the asterisks that come with that is we do live in a high fire zone, as we live really close by a natural preserve. So yeah, that's part of the reason, you know, if you live in a high fire zone, you're going to pay for it. And then, yeah, I mean, this has been a problem though all throughout the county, just with our home values being very expensive, fire probability and earthquake probability. There's been a lot of companies that have even pulled out of California altogether. They don't even want to offer home insurance at all here, let alone San Diego. So yeah, that has definitely been a topic of discussion when it comes to what it costs to live out here is our home insurance. So that's something to be mindful of. Home prices, yes, expensive. And then even our electricity can cost more. So they allot you so many kilowatts per month. Most people go over that, and then that costs a lot more. Again, I have solar. Most of my friends have solar. That, you know, if you do the cost, if you plan on staying in your home for a few years, it more than likely can make sense for you to pay for solar. So that's something to think about as well. But definitely, cost of living is the most obvious con when it comes to living out here in San Diego. All right, so another pro of living out here in San Diego is how much there is to do here and our beautiful beaches. So San Diego has 70 miles of coastline, and most of this is accessible beaches, and we absolutely love that aspect. Just love how much my family and I are able to get out to the beach, whether you're a surfer or enjoy boogie boarding, or even for the younger ones, if the tide's low, they can check out cool sea urchins and find seashells on the beach. I absolutely love that the beach is inclusive to all ages to entertain and have a fun time together. So we're so grateful to have so many beautiful beaches 10-15 minutes away from our home. And then the other thing that we have to do here is tons of theme parks. So we have SeaWorld, we have Legoland, And both of these, I would say SeaWorld is kind of changing to a older crowd. Just some of the roller coasters are very intense, but of course, younger kids are still enjoying seeing the sea life there and some of their shows. And you know, the dolphins and whales are so awesome to see. And Legoland, I would say, is catered more towards the younger crowd as far as its rides. It does have some roller coasters, but they're not nearly the level of SeaWorld's roller coaster. So it's kind of nice that we have two theme parks that, you know, are catered towards younger, and also SeaWorld, I would say, older, but can also entertain either age groups. And then also we are just, you know, if you, especially if you live in North County, San Diego, you're not more than an hour and 10 minutes away from Disneyland. So I have a lot of friends that have season passes to Disneyland, and they just are intentional about making it to Disneyland once or sometimes twice a month to make it worth it. And yeah, the drive is not bad at all. And then same, we're, you know, an hour and a half away from LA and an hour and 15 from Newport Beach or Orange County. So there is an endless amount of things to do, just not only here in San Diego, but being in close proximity to LA, Orange County, and Disneyland. Okay, another con that we're going to talk about is the traffic here in San Diego. So, of course, with it just being a popular city and in high demand, we definitely have some traffic that you have to navigate. So, kind of the 5 freeway can get really bad and backed up, especially in the summer months when we not only have our residents here, but millions of visitors that are here visiting as well. You can really notice the traffic in the summer months, especially during the Del Mar Fair that's happening right off the 5 freeway. So yeah, traffic is an issue, but I do want to say I feel like sometimes people talk about San Diego traffic like we're LA, and the major difference is LA has over 12 million people and it only has 500 square miles, where San Diego only has 3.4 people and 322 square miles. So as you can see, San Diego has 1/4 the amount of population while almost having half the amount of, or more than half of square miles. So just those numbers alone can tell you how much worse LA traffic is. So yeah, I mean, it's not like here in San Diego, I can sometimes think like, okay, if I'm taking the 5 all the way from Mission Beach back up to North County, then I'll be a little strategic on what time I'm coming and going from there. Maybe I stay later for dinner and let the traffic die down until around 7 or 7:30. But yeah, I just say in LA, you're always constantly calculating, okay, how long is it going to take because of the traffic and this and that. And same, I mean, in the summer months, if I know I'm passing through the 5 freeway by Del Mar, depending on the day, you know, you'll need to add 15 or 20 minutes as well. So traffic can be an issue because we are a really desirable city, but it's not nearly as bad as LA, despite what some people say or think. So yeah, that's another con when it comes to San Diego living. I hope you found this video helpful on the pros and cons of living here in San Diego. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Does the weather and endless things to do and beautiful beaches outweigh the cons of the cost of living, the traffic, and the money that you spend on all the grocery bags that you'll inevitably forget to bring in the grocery store when you go shopping? Let me know in the comments below what you think. And again, if you are thinking of making the move out here to San Diego, my team and I would love to hear from you and help you make this move out here as easy and stress-free as possible. Go ahead and give us a call, send us a text, or shoot us an email. We would love to be a resource for you. And I'll see you on my next video.